A 14-year-old who took her own life in 2017 is reaching its final stages at North London's Coroner's Court.
Her death sparked discussion about the dangers of social media for young people after it was discovered that she had viewed content surrounding self-harm and suicide on platforms such as Instagram.
Her family have since campaigned fiercely for tighter rules over social media content. We can go outside the court now because our London reporter Alice Porter is there for us. Alice, a very good morning to you. What's been said and what evidence has been heard at the inquest so far?
Good morning. Well, on Tuesday, the court heard from a child psychiatrist who actually viewed some of the content and images that Molly Russell had been looking at prior to her death. And he said it had left him unable to sleep properly for several weeks, and that the content she was viewing would have contributed to her feeling of hopelessness, and that a lot of it seemed to glamorise issues to do with self-harm and depression. Now, yesterday, the head teacher of Molly Russell's school in Harrow, she gave evidence as well and said it was almost impossible for schools to keep track of the risks posed to pupils by social media. And actually, I had a look on Instagram last night to see how easy it is to view disturbing content and quotes, and actually I have to say I was quite shocked. I'll read you one that I found with about 2 clicks. It says, "Nobody cares unless you're beautiful, popular or dead." I was able to find that quite easily. Now, Instagram say that any kind of content that promotes suicide completely violates their rules and will be taken down. But this inquest certainly calls into question the algorithms that are used by social media companies in order to keep young people engaged with their content.
What have social media companies said, Alice?
Well, a senior executive for Pinterest, he gave evidence and said that the site wasn't safe when the teenager was using it, and said that some of the images she had viewed he wouldn't show to his children. But we had a slightly different tone from a senior executive with Meta. That's the company that owns Instagram. She said that images viewed by Molly Russell prior to her death were safe, although she did concede that 2 images contravened Instagram's policies and guidelines. And I think this is the real, perhaps, difficulty for social media companies, is that there is a lot of content out there that is meant to support and help people with mental health problems, and that's something which the father of Molly Russell, Ian Russell, he has said that some of it is meant to be uplifting and some of it is supportive, but there is certainly a line, and there are much more sinister content out there that encourages and glamorises issues to do with self-harm and depression. And really, I suppose what will come down to fundamentally with this inquest into Molly Russell's death is the role that social media companies have to play in keeping young people safe, and how far the content that she was viewing contributed to her death.